All right, welcome to the brand new EVGA workshop. Our what are we at? Like the fifth vendor specific workshops. We had the Razer workshop, we had the NZXT workshop, we have the Asus ROG workshop, we have the Oris workshop, and now we have the EVGA workshop. I think that's all of the vendor specific ones. Obviously, we have the Overclockers UK workshop mixed in there. Am I missing? Oh, geez, am I missing any others? No, I've got them all. So yeah, we have got now our fifth vendor manufacturer specific workshop, and it's the EVGA workshop, and it's pretty cool. I like it. Lots of ease, lots of like cyan and pastel colors, sharp edges, cool stuff. So we're gonna take a quick tour of the workshop and just kind of go over it, take a little look-see at things. So if we run around the room a little bit, we've got our storage cabinet is over here. Kind of interesting. It's like monolithic, interesting looking thing. Storage there. We got our calendar here, so you can obviously play this in free build like I am, or in campaign mode, career mode. You can do all that. We've got pictures of their graphics cards around, you know, the For the Win 3, making us feel bad that we can't get 30 series cards in real life. And if you really like feeling bad about not getting a 30 series card in real life, why don't you look at one of the best 30 series cards you can buy, the Kingpin card, which is not in the game, but the boxes are. I don't know, Vince has not blessed us with his card in-game. We had Kingpin version of the 1080 Ti, and I don't think we've had a Kingpin card since. Do we have a Kingpin card? Is it Kingpin? Maybe it's not Kingpin. I'm trying to think. Is it Kingpin? I don't know. I could look. I don't know if it is. Maybe it isn't. But we also got For the Win 3s all up on here. And then is the XC Ultra not on any of the shelves? Yeah, it's really just For the Win 3s and Kingpin. We do have some 3070s. Like here's the 3070. This is really, that's interesting. So yeah, we got boxes scattered about the room. There's same kind of boxes over here. You know, just making us feel bad that we don't have a 30 series card in real life. If you don't. But yeah, it's cool. So there's lots of interesting features in this workshop we'll go through a little bit. Before we do that, I actually wanted to point out that my computer back here doesn't boot for some reason, or like I can't even toggle it back on and off, which is kind of funny. And yeah, so it never boots. But what else is fun is, oh my God, it's alive! Look, it's lit up. I don't know how. It's like I'm transmitting power through my hands because the fans just keep spinning. I don't know. It's very broken. It's weird because like it sits there, it goes to BIOS. Well, it could, and then it just sits. It just sits there. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's very strange. Something with, I don't know, this workshop, this update. I don't know, something weird, but it's kind of funny. Okay, so let's take a quick tour of the workshop. So obviously we've got our kind of main workbench back here with a full size pad. You can have your actually an adorable lamp that is just like showering down heavenly light onto your headphones, which, you know, maybe we should pick a marginally more interesting pair of headphones. SteelSeries Arctic Series 5, sure, that sounds nice. Yeah, but we've got our full mouse mat at this one. Obviously, this is like our full-size desk. And then we've got our three other ones. So they're just kind of scattered about the room. And yes, that's cool. So not anything crazy there. We've got our builds back here. We've got inventory is held here with all these, you know, beautiful For the Win 3s and Kingpin cards again. And then just random pictures of EVGA graphics cards around the room. Not a lot of really, it's kind of interesting. Like you would think that EVGA only makes graphics cards looking at this room, but it's like they have a lot of parts, a lot of other parts in the game, and they make no mention of them anywhere. You would think, wow, EVGA makes graphics cards and they make 2 keyboards and they're gone. Which is kind of interesting. So, okay, but let's look at some of the graphics cards. So actually there's these displays up in the front right and front left of the room, which is pretty cool. So here we've got a 2070 Super. And so yeah, you may kind of remember the design of the 2070 Super, that like smoked plastic shroud. Not like people weren't super into it. But what's cool is we can interact here and the card will separate. And so yeah, we get the shroud, we get the fans, the fin stack, the heat pipes, the PCB, and then the back plate. So it's kind of cool. You can take a look at it, walk around the whole thing, get a good look at it. What's kind of interesting is like the back of the PCB to me looks accurate, but the front of the PCB, like where you'd actually be able to see the chipset and like really you'd be able to see the die. You'd be able to see the die with NVIDIA's logo on it is not, like that's not what a GPU die looks like at all. You can see the memory chips around the CPU. And then I don't know what this gigantic plate is over here. It's kind of strange. So, I mean, it's cool though. And so then you can interact with it again and then and it's back together. And it's kind of cool. I actually think that's kind of fun. In the center, we are getting kind of this this display of just promoting EVGA's keyboard that just got added to the game as part of the 1.11 update. You know, like the keyboard in real life looks cool to me. Like in the game, it looks like, well, it looks like a keyboard in the game. There it is, right there. And you can have it with or without the magnetic wrist rest. You know, all right, like it's cool. Like it seems interesting in real life. It's got a presence indicator. But yeah, so that just rolls. But you can come up here and interact with it. And if you do, you can cycle between all of the pre-built wallpapers in the game. So like there's the Omega OS default, Paris, Fall, Hot Rod, the adorable animals. Yeah, so you can cycle through these. You can't, unfortunately, because I'm vain enough that I want to put my this thing up there, but I can't. There's no way to like load your own, so we have to choose one of these, which is, you know, it's fine. So it's all pretty much all the pre-built ones. If we keep cycling, we will get to like the teams as part of Esports Expansion. Yeah, there you go. Dragons, Team Nova, Defiance, Allegiance, Paradox, Trinity. You know, these guys. We remember them, and then all of the games. Yeah, because these are all just the wallpapers. And then it goes back to this. And actually, I think if you sit on like one of these things, and then you wait. I don't like that. Yeah, this is good. If we just wait, like I think it will just cycle back to the EVGA like demo thing. So there you go. This is adorable. I love it. I really think it works with the rest of the theme. It's very cute. And then on this side, we've got a similar deal to the 2070 Super over there. Only this is like a For the Win 3 card. I don't know if this is a 3080, a 3090, or a 3070. I can't tell. Like I need to be able to jump to be able to see like which card this is. I don't know if there's any real way to indicate that otherwise. But same deal. You interact, and then the fans stop, and it splits apart, and then the fans keep spinning. It's kind of fun. So yeah, For the Win 3, you know, design. It's a little different. Also, kind of like polarizing. The red lips, like people were not a big fan of this. But yeah, we got the more significant heat stack or fin stack there, pretty big heat pipes. And then again, like, what is this weird, like, why can't I just see the GPU die? I don't know. I'm not sure. Almost looks like they almost have like heat pads on some of the chokes and stuff, which is interesting. And then we get our backplate, EVGA's backplate, which I'm not like a super fan of. I think it looks kind of gross personally. Didn't like on the XC3, don't like in the For the Win. Not a huge fan, but that's fine. Otherwise, I think like the For the Win's fine. It's not terrible. I know you can get without like the red lips things on the end, and it looks better. But yeah, so there you go. So you can interact with those. That's kind of cool. I actually think it's kind of fun to like highlight components like that and take them apart, because it's not really something we get to do in the game. Like that'd be cool. We should do it in the game. So yeah, that's the EVGA workshop. Really, honestly, that's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot else to it. There's no like, you know, interactive robots like in the Oris workshop, which was awesome. It's a little bit of a darker workshop, but it's not terrible. Like, you know, if we're working on this, it's actually pretty visible. Some of the workshops are really dark. Like the Oris workshop, I love it. I think it's cool, but it's so dark. I just won't build in it because it doesn't look good on video. It's really not visible. Hey, there's Corsair's new pump res combo. That little cute guy, pretty sweet. So this is a build I did. Actually got to do a little bit of live streaming for the PC Building Simulator sale on Steam, so I built that there. We built this in a video I did for the official PC Building Simulator YouTube channel. Super EVGA build in the EVGA workshop, so you can check that out if you want to. But let's go check out the other workshops, because we're not just checking out the EVGA workshop today, because there is more to check out. Workshops that we've already seen. So we know all these, right? Cool. EVGA is new. And now if we can page over, if you own the Esports Expansion, you can go to any of the Esports Expansion workshops. So like when you start the game, you start on this one, and then you go to a different team and you go to this one, and then you go to a different team and you go to this one. So we can just take a really quick tour of them and look and see what they're like in free build as opposed to Esports Expansion. They're not super different, but we can take a quick tour because they're kind of fun. So here is the first workshop as part of the Esports Expansion. So yeah, this is like where you start in the Esports Expansion. It's humble beginnings. You've got like the drywall walls that like aren't even finished. It's great. You know, it really puts you in your place as, you know, trying to get a start. So you got your inventory over here. It's kind of awesome. Like there's just like weird stuff over here. Like these plugs are gigantic. We've got some sort of cables. I've actually really never looked that closely at some of this. A Z97N Wi-Fi motherboard. What socket is that? Holy cow. And then we got some like NZXT pucks. That's adorable. Some sort of console, some paint or something. I don't know. It's interesting. So that's how you access the inventory if you want to do it that way. Your storage is over here. And then there's banners for different video games and teams. I think like Vandals. I'm guessing that's just always there. Oh, can I change it? No. Okay, I thought that there was like something. It'd be kind of cool if you could change these to any team you wanted, but there's really no way to do that, I don't think, which is interesting. And like this, it'd be cool if you could change it between different games, but I guess you're just stuck on Heart of Stone. Because I think when you're in this workshop, I think you're actually forced to be on Vandals at this point. I can't remember. And Heart of Stone, I think, is the first game. So I guess that makes sense. So yeah, so you can play in here, free build, career, you know, anything you want. You got your computer on the ground, your 3 work benches, and then this is like your main station where your computer goes that doesn't power on. I wonder, will it power on here? I bet it's going to do the same thing, to be honest. I think it's just kind of broken. Oh my gosh, it works here. That's weird. So something wrong with the EVGA workshop? Hey, look, it turns off when I pick it up. Okay, well, that's... all right, that's cool. And then, yeah, other than that, like, you can look over here and you can see all of... I think this is, like, every trophy you can get as part of the Esports Expansion. And I think this is in every workshop. So you see, like, the team trophies, Trinity, Dragons, Vandals. I'm not as familiar with what these teams are. I can't remember what they're called. I can't remember. Star Wrestler. You know, you got all the stuff from Esports Expansion, so that's kind of fun. That's kind of fun. Our hero, thanks, from all the team Dragons. Yeah. So stuff that, all of this stuff I didn't get. My lucky fan, may it lift you to the top. Thank you. That's wonderful. So let's go check out the other workshops. They're going to be kind of similar to this, but a little different. All right, so this is the second workshop, and I remember when I got to this in Esports Expansion, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm moving up in the world. I wish I could open these blinds and see what the light of day looked like, but I can't. But yeah, this is a much nicer workshop. It's actually pretty like well lit. The floor is nice. Like, you really feel like you're moving up in the world. So we have the exact same, well, not the exact same, a similar inventory shelf here. There's some like CDRs. That's so good. I love it. Some like super like cheapo Polk audio speakers or something like that. I don't know what that's supposed to be. You got your same cabinet here with all your rewards. Everything's the same there. Inventory, trash cans. Okay, you know, plants. Like, stuff's good. The fishbowl. It's pretty cool. Gotta like the fishbowl. And then yeah, some more stuff down here. And you know, it's pretty simple. Like, this one's actually super minimal. Kind of forgot how minimal it was. I actually liked this workshop a lot, although I did not like some of the missions associated with it in Esports Expansion. This is like all people had the same weird Silverstones case that was like inverted, and it was just like constant. Ugh. But yeah, so that's the second workshop as part of the Esports Expansion. Again, playable, free build, or campaign. Let's go check out the third and final workshop as part of Esports Expansion. And here is the last workshop as part of the Esports Expansion. I like this one because it's big. I enjoyed that. I like when you're able to walk behind the workbenches in case like you're dealing with a really big, cumbersome case, and you don't always want to do this. It can be kind of nice to be able to see your build from behind, you know, get a look at it. So I do like that. It's a, you know, it's a bigger room. I don't love that it's pretty dark. Like, this is pretty dark. So I don't really know if I'll be building in this for videos or anything, because it's just a little dark for my taste, but it's kind of fun. It's got some interesting themes. And your usual, you know, you got your shelf over here with everything. Storage is here. All your builds are slotted into that. Where's inventory? Here? Oh, weird. Okay, so inventory is here. What is this? What is that? What am I looking at? What is that box? What is in that box? I can't tell what that is. Anybody? What is that? Is it a PC case? I think it is a case. It's supposed to be some sort of weird case. Okay. Not in the game. Fragile. Okay. Yeah, so, you know, there you go. That's it. And there's really no other, like, shelving like that. And, yeah, so it's Vandals and Heart of Stone branding only in all of these workshops, which is interesting because when you play them, you see the branding of your team and then the game that's relevant for the week you're on. Like, you know, it's Heart of Stone, but then it's Soccer and it's Strike Back Go. So it's interesting. It's always Heart of Stone. It's always Vandals, which I think is like the start for Esports Expansion. So kind of interesting. Be kind of cool if you could change these. I think like the way you can toggle through stuff in the EVGA on the screen, it'd be cool if I could toggle through this and choose different teams or different games, but you can't. I mean, it's not the biggest deal in the world, but that's kind of interesting. So there you go. That has been a quick tour of the EVGA workshop and then all 3 workshops as part of the Esports Expansion. So again, if you owned the Esports Expansion, or if you decide to buy the Esports Expansion, you can now play these workshops in free build or campaign whenever you want. So it's kind of nice. Like, it's a little bit of a value add for those who bought the Esports Expansion and were like, oh man, all it was a bunch of missions of complete and pure frustration. Well, now you got some workshops that you can use whenever you want also. So I think it's actually kind of cool. They just threw that in as a little bonus for people. So pretty cool. And the EVGA workshop, you know, same model as all the other workshops. If you are into that, pay for it. And if you're not, you don't have to pay for it. There's no parts that are locked behind the workshops. They're just workshops. And I like that model a lot. So that's been a quick tour of all of the new workshops as part of the 1.11 update. And hopefully you guys enjoyed. And if you did enjoy this and you want to see more videos of PC Building Simulator or any other games I've been playing, be sure to subscribe. And either way, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. See ya.